So many new packs.
Good evening.
Trent Alexander-Arnold speaking Spanish.
Como al Club Real Madrid por esta oportunidad.
Yeah, yo quiero beber agua, and yo soy un hombre muy inteligente. Yeah, I mean, Duolingo is definitely doing bits for me, and obviously a new mode that in before 15 different channels gonna be talking about that. I'm here, guys. We're here. We're on the same wavelengths, man. I'm gonna be covering that in a separate video. Very interested about the retro mode in eFootball, and obviously these are the commentators, Spanish commentators. Speaking of Spanish. And guess whom they're mentioning?
Doctor, al fútbol lo llaman como el mejor deporte del mundo y hay que decirlo con razón. Este hombre Pelé es simplemente conocido como...
Pelé! Look at this.
¡Gol! ¡Gol! ¡De Pelé! ¡Qué jugador el brasileño!
I mean, I don't know why. We had previously instances when the commentary data was in the game, but the players weren't added before, like 2 years ago. But eventually they were added. I remember the same thing was with Shevchenko was added subsequently. Pelé will be breaking this game, and of course, many people are excited about the new Dembele. Many people are excited about Doue. Guys, if you are like me, if you are like this company, like if you only can berate the company, but then next week you're buying coin deals and buying players, you're not going to be changing much, you know? Like, if you want to start a revolution, start with yourself. And this is how I'm frugal on my both accounts on mobile and console. I haven't spent on this game since 2022, and I really wanted Sheva card, and that was it. Now we have Dembele pack. I tried my luck, I didn't get him. But look, I'm at 1,000 coins, and if Konami is dropping Pelé out of sudden in eFootball 2026, I'll be prepared for that. So I'll spend my coins, I'll try my luck there. But this is great for Konami, if this is indeed the case. So apparently the players that are in the files, so there's Socrates as well. It looks like there's going to be another version of Zico, but there's Socrates, Pelé, and obviously some, I don't know if these are not real names. There can be like also this is like, these are the files that allegedly, right, this account. I mean, guys, like, look, probably tomorrow there are going to be 15 videos about that. Guess they get this information from. But look, this is Pelé's player ID, allegedly, right? So there was like a goalkeeper Pelé as well, but this is allegedly, obviously according to the commentary data, you can tell for sure. They announcing a goal from Pelé, and they're announcing that in Spanish. Now, how reliable that is, I cannot guarantee. But we've been here before. Similar situation happened before, so just in case, that is why I'm not really pumped for the new cards of Dembele and Doue. Although I will give you the builds, so in case if you are going for these cards, Desiree Doue is looking very saucy. So this would be with Striker's Instant Booster. 88 finishing, 88 passing, so for the whole player, I would say that this is good. It would be nice to have more, but I would want to maintain pace in high numbers and also balance. Best card of the year, of course, because he had like one player of the week and one like featured card. Osimhen and Dembele is a very nice card. Indeed, he's crazy fast, and I think that Konami just like shows you what is the main attributes that you need to have on your player. Pace, finishing, and balance as well. And the thing is, like, with this build, I barely can get to 85 offensive awareness. In fact, I'm getting there. But for a goal poacher, I prefer to have more, so that could be a big concern, this card. But this is a very nice card, even with 85 offensive awareness. I think he'll cook for you, just like any player on the first week will perform. And then we have Doue and Dumfries, whom, in my opinion, I don't really rate that much, because it is a very powerful right back or right wing back. And you can play him as a right midfielder in like your football formations. But I think it's like this balance. I would have wanted a little higher, like 80 at least. It would be very nice. But other than that, it's lofted past 90. He's going to be crossing a lot if you like doing that. He can help you with defense with this build. And it's an alright card. It's a right card. I will be not spending my coins on that. Just my verdict. We have a Turkish league. This is a little bit more complicated because the special boosters on these cards, they imply that you need to have at least, you see, max effect +3 only when you have like 20 players, right? Or more, max effect. So I don't really think that it's usable unless you're using them in Turkish League team and playing that team. But this Osimhen is alright. So this was with Striker's Instant Booster. When this special total package activated, without that, it's an alright, not really that impressive even. But with this booster, I build these cards with the booster, so there are some Turkish club, Turkish league players, Showtime players, not really that impressed, but they are in the game. Speaking of the new cards that can be added, Edinson Cavani, so these are the Showtimes, so you only will be able to unlock them, and these are free, by the way, so that's the best part about them. You only will be able to unlock them once you are completing some advanced missions, and you play against AI, you need to wait for a week, and they're gonna be giving you these later. So I think there are two players that you might be interested in, and this is Beraldo and Cavani, of course. Cavani for the memories and just like he's just like El Matador. What can I say? And then Beraldo as a visionary pass defender with that visionary pass, an additional skill that allows your player who is receiving the ball to trap the ball easier, to perform skills, to score goals or whatnot. So this is nice. So people who like chipping the ball from a defender to a center forward will have more luck with that, I guess. But this is not the best selection. I would say goalkeepers were more impressive, and my Livakovic performs well for me, by the way, on my console account. I'm really happy. So the videos that I made, like a shorts video, it was like mostly like for lols, and obviously that was different goalkeeper there. But speaking about the builds, so that would be Edinson Cavani. I think you're not getting a pacey player, and in fact you're not even getting a very good physicality on him. For a player who has the bullet header skill, he only gets 19 heading, but jump is not really that impressive. So he's not gonna be contesting maybe against like the likes of Chiellini or Thuram. But if your opponent is not really controlling their defender properly, they can be dunked on by a bullet header from Cavani. Beraldo, this is interesting. This is alright. You can use this defender, indeed. If I would have wanted jump 90, other than that, it's alright defender. Facundo Torres, now his special skill is, I think, dribbling. So Facundo Torres has, it's edged crossing. So this is interesting. Edged crossing on a creative playmaker, so which makes him only usable pretty much on a wing, because what are you crossing from? I will be changing the build, and sorry about that. I didn't really think about the edge crossing thing. Yeah, it's going to be like this then. I'm not gonna be like, it's not a build for finishing, even though like you can downgrade that slightly. I mean, I wouldn't really want to do that, but you can downgrade that and improve his finishing slightly, right? And look, if you really needed an edge crosser, I mean, it's your preference. Who am I to judge, right? So get him. And then we have Kremaski with Phenomenal Pass. Phenomenal Pass is a skill that allows you to pass from any angle. You don't need to turn your player towards the position, towards the lane, passing lane, towards the direction you're passing. And that's where I built him with this type of scenario. So I think it's a right card. I think he's a whole player or creative playmaker. So let me see the playstyles. I just recently, I didn't see this coming. Whole player. As a whole player, you need good dribbling, you need good passing, a little bit of pace, balance as well. So as a passer, and with these defensive stats, actually, very underrated. So this could be a dark horse of the pack, which, I mean, if you really need someone who can pass from different angles, and now complement maybe your Messi-styled like team, like you build a Miami team, low-key could be a good idea. But for me, look, I know that I'm going to be signing Cavani, I think on both accounts, on mobile and console. Just Cavani, bro. Cavani is aura, man. And then we have Rahimi, and Rahimi has a special skill of, I think, phenomenal finishing. And this is kind of weird, because you barely can get his finishing as a winger to like 85. I tried to boost that with 9 points of progression. Really difficult to maintain like other stats in high numbers. Kicking power 85 was also. I mean, for me, it's clear that Cavani is first, Beraldo would be second, and Kremaski is actually low-key pretty decent card. Like, you may not have a lot of skills. I don't know if this is correct, by the way. Like, you may need to work on these cards, right? If you want to complete them with additional skills, you may need to work. Like, usually, whole player, like, he has vantage pass, through pass, weighted pass, but you may, like, want to... Actually, he has a lot of good skills, man. This is pretty decent card. Interception as well here. Actually pretty impressive. Long range curler, long range shooting, you can add that on him, but this is actually a complete card. So the skills are earnestly displayed on the website. And there is another pack. So these are the packs that obviously there's Player pack, which I just talked about. I'm not going to be covering it again. There are some good cards to sign, by the way. I just talked about that in my previous video from today, so check it out. And then, of course, you have the nominating contract back. And what do you sign from this one? I will probably be keeping my 5-star nominating contract, right? So if you just click on triangle, like if you're on mobile, you need to click on details as well. Nominating contract, and you can see when your 5-star nominating contract expires. Mine expires exactly in 1 month and 2 days, which I assume that Konami is dropping another update, and then by that time, I would be keeping my 5-star nominating contract from the match pass that I'm getting from progression. So it would be sitting at 2. I'm not really excited about the neither of these players are appealing to me. But if I would sign, if I were you, I would go for either Marmoush or Griezmann. Griezmann is actually a little bit underwhelming, just because he's not really fast. For a whole player, I would like him to be a little bit faster, so that would be the build for Griezmann. Good dribbling, good passing, good finishing, 85 is a whole player. He sometimes gets in position to finish, so I would want to be a little bit higher than usual. But speed is only 79, and I don't even know what exactly do I need to sacrifice to get to speed higher, at least 85, and it's just difficult to do that. So this Griezmann is just a little bit underwhelming, not enough of stats in my opinion. Marquinhos from the Match Pass. So Match Pass I think is not really worth it, although if you missed out on Tchouaméni, and many people are asking me what is the good increment to sign, they are giving you another increment. So you go to missions and you see the Match Pass. This is where you're signing these with coins by buying the Match Pass. You're getting some nice items in return, but you're not getting your 400 coins back. You're spending 270 coins on that Romero Lavia, you're getting 130 back, so it's 400 coins for a Match Pass. This Lavia is actually pretty decent. This Marquinhos, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's exceptional card. Yeah, it's a fantastic defender, but 800 coins for him. If you really need him, go for it. And in fact, it's a very nice defender. You look, everything is there, 85 pace, there is jump 90, physical contact almost 90, defensive stats in high 90s. But realistically, I would probably be not getting him from the nominating contract back to the nominating contract, right? So this is Alex Telles build. I'm not really excited about attacking midfielders. Really not really interesting. I would rather only sign attacking midfielder, attacking fullback, premium one, right? I would use them over my Costa Curta or Koundé, just because they have this defensive work rate. These attacking fullbacks, they're problematic for me, which I used Trent, I used different types of attacking fullbacks, like Grimaldo. They are not really tracking back that well, and I'm getting exposed. And every time I'm facing and I was playing on mobile, for instance, with Zanetti. Zanetti was perfect for me because he contributed to attack and to defense, and I didn't feel like there was a void on that right side when he was playing as a right back. And so yeah, I need a elite attacking fullback. This is not cutting it, I think. Although this defensive stats on paper should be pretty decent for Montiel, for instance, very solid attacking fullback. And there is Varela, as I think he's an anchorman. Regardless, this is a defensive-minded player, and I would probably be using this build. Pretty fast, a little bit bad on the physical side, but you can't really improve it. He's just underwhelming player. Marmoush, I just don't really think he's him. I would like him to be better at dribbling, I think, and maybe a little bit faster. Kick and power, but I mean, it's alright. If you're really building Man City team, you would be probably getting him. And Lavia, look, this is the 400 coin deal, right? You're getting 130 or something coins back. And this is not Tchouaméni, of course, because his jump and physical contact are not really there, but his passing and dribbling are actually pretty decent. So he's very fast as well. 85, 82 speed acceleration, pretty impressive. Impressive stuff for Lavia. It's just how often is going to be performing, playing for Chelsea. It's going to be getting A condition a lot. Are you you're risking a little bit? Milinkovic as a whole player a little bit of wasted here, because this potential was great for box-to-box player, this defensive stats, and I built him as a whole player, but you can of course drag some defensive stats if you really need that, but whole player, don't really get there. And this is pretty much it regarding the builds. But this is not all, because there is more players that are available in the database. So you know about the Salah thing, if you're saving for Salah, apparently attacking midfielder, his stats as well, looks correct by the way, as attacking midfielder. Finishing 85, low pass 21. Obviously, as a attacking midfielder, he's going to be probably momentum dribbling. Yeah, momentum dribbling, it's alright. Obviously, that's something that I talked about in my previous video. There's Fernando Torres. Usually, they work out that they're appearing in the game. So there's Cruyff, there's Gareth Bale, there is Adriano, there is Buffon. So all of these cards, if they're appearing in the game, good for Konami. If not, I mean, realistically, I'm waiting for Pele. I'm waiting for Edson Arantes de Nascimento. But there is Player of the Season English League selection. And there is a lot of these players. I'm not going to be... like, these are sets, right? You cannot train them. It's like Player of the Week cards, like trending cards. And there is also a special pack with Salah. So in addition, there is going to be Gravenberg. You can see it, it's on the right. And Gabriel Magalhaes as like additional Showtime cards. There is another Showtime card of Selik. So allegedly, like, the game is crazy popular in Turkey. Like, given that they release so many packs. There is this pack of Doue, Dumfries and Dembele. But realistically, we are interested in the Player of the Week selection. Chris Wood, Bruno Fernandes, Thomas Partey, Alex Iwobi. I'm gonna be opening, right? Gently clicking on this. But the Football Hub is gonna be loading forever. And hoping that it's loading the stats of the cards. I'm gonna be just checking some certain cards that may be interesting. Konate could be alright. Ramsdale, not many people interested. Correa. Let's see what Cunha is about. Munoz could be nice. And Buma. Realistically, look, someone who has been watching Premier League, I'm interested in all of these. But I think, yeah, like Brian Johnson and Delap. Delap, a new Chelsea boy, so many people are excited about that. Let's see what Ruben Dias is. So Ruben Dias is looking like this. So this is it. Like, if you are like after like a good defender, you don't need to buy Marquinhos for 800 coins. This is your Marquinhos pretty much. Even though I think he's gonna be like a destroyer. So same stats as Marquinhos. And yeah, like also you can play him in English events. Ibrahima Konate, let's see. It's on the right. It's actually pretty fast as well. So there's Chris Wood loaded. Very nice. Unfortunately, not really him in terms of speed, but physicality is great. Like, wait a minute, he's very tall. Yeah, 191. So this is your target forward. So you signed edge crosser. You should be your player to cross on. So Bruno Fernandes, we don't really know the playstyle yet because these cards haven't been released. It's actually fascinating how they're mining all of this, but I'm gonna be talking about like there's an account called Jorandil Pass. He's covering like so much in this game, and I'm gonna be covering like all the intricacies of data mining or like leaking or whatnot. I don't know how to call it properly. It's becoming tougher now, cracking the whip in this regard. And this one Bissaka is actually cracked as well. Physical contact, this defense awareness, and this speed, and this dribbling, alright passing. Like this one Bissaka, this is what I want to get on my console account realistically. This one Bissaka is cracked, man. This is just like memories of this one Bissaka that I signed with Man United pack. How good is this one, by the way? Can I load it? And Alexander Isak, actually pretty usable. Look at this dribbling for a center forward, that's rare. Finishing only 89, I wanted 90 for the round number. Speed acceleration is good, balance is alright. His physicality is a little bit meh. 192 though, his heading is meh as well. So I kinda like custom builds of Isak are always better. Correa, si come paella. And we have speed acceleration 90-90. Good defense, so actually pretty decent. It's just like his 1-1 skills, I think he doesn't have like double touch, so you're gonna be kind of struggling maybe if you really like dribbling a lot with your attack and fullbacks. This Mateus Cunha is actually pretty decent. So this is what Isak should have been looking like, I think. But finishing is lacking, right? Only 85 for, I think, although he's a whole player probably, right? So as a whole player, I assume it's alright. Balances I wanted to at least higher a little bit. And as you can tell, people want to see what's happening in the game, and eFootball Hub is down on many pages, but I'm here to deliver you the builds. Build done. Ufan Bolan, Brandon Buma, we have 90-90 speed acceleration. Dribbling, yeah, it's Man United player. Is he signing with Man United, by the way? We have Morgan Rogers, and this is yeah, just like, I mean, I think he's whole player. Just like, not a lot of stats in blue, but it should be working, I guess, for you. Brandon Johnson, for those Tottenham fans. Crazy speed acceleration, 95-95. a right wing forward. Playstyle, prolific winger. Interesantos. Balance is a little bit meh. I would have wanted it higher, would be perfect player. And there is Liam Delap. They don't really rate him. And that is pretty much it. Whoever that was, we couldn't load that player. But you catch my drift. You can do that on your own by going to eFootball Hub and trying it out. But this one Bissaka, I think, is going to be a monster, man. But yeah, there are a lot of cards to sign, so don't get discouraged if you didn't get anyone from from your free tries in the PSG pack. I just think that neither, depending on your preferences and depending on what you're trying to achieve, if you have one of those defenders in your team, none of these featured cards are gonna be rivaling them ever. Who can rival this Thuram or Cannavaro? I don't think that any player can, and that's why I'm just fine. This is my Italian team, by the way. Italian team alone is just correct. But I'm not really I know that there's gonna be a big demand. People would like to see how they perform, but this is not what we do on this channel. On this channel, we just look at the players, decide how to improve our team, and build from here. It's not about opening every pack and trying every player. I already know how Dembele will perform. This is gonna be great, but the problem is that you get acceleration burst on a player who plays down the middle, where acceleration burst needs space. You're gonna get boxed by 3 defenders at once you just only activate that. So you need to then adjust to 2 striker formations, play him in a wider position. I mean, I think he's just a little bit... I would rather prefer phenomenal finishing of him or even momentum dribbling, but it is what it is. Yeah, so this is a great pack. It's good that I'm recognized Champions League. It's a shame that it's just something against it's just paywalled. So no fun for people who are saving coins or they just next week, I'm telling you, bro, if Pele is gonna get released, everyone who packed this Dembele is gonna be this meme where I don't want to play with you anymore, and it's just it happens every week. And I know that next week we're gonna get Salah. Obviously he doesn't have the blitz color, but still a good Salah. Attacking midfielder, a rare position for him. I don't want to play with you anymore, Salah, because there's Pele, I know. So all of this is just endless vicious cycle, which it's good when you keep your sanity while going through this game, knowing that there are so many issues with this game. It doesn't want to develop, stagnate. I made so many videos about that, and it's just I'm tired repeating that. It's just I don't want to look like I'm complaining all the time. But this is my it's just logical, stemming from if you don't support this game as in a way where you want it to change, but it's just stubborn and it doesn't want to change, investing into this game by buying coin deals is just a little bit counterintuitive in my opinion. So I still enjoy it, find this game fun, but I don't think that it deserves me setting an example of opening every pack every weekend. It's just talking about, oh, this player is amazing, wow, this insane player builds and reviews. When I get a chance to review a player, I review that, but I will probably be skipping on this demo. So that was my take on this video, on this packs. Hope you enjoyed this one. No, thanks.